To say consciousness is boundless, has no boundaries, is making a statement that appears to be like known by the speaker that states it. So when you don't need any other human being to measure or analyze or question yourself. We have devices today, you can play back what you're saying, you see. So self-inquiry regarding your or a experience of boundless consciousness can be reiterated or projected from that experience through an experiencer to understand that it's not true, you see. The consciousness with no boundaries is true. The replication and the way it is projected appears to be a knowing of the truth that it is. But it's the very offering, the very verbalizing, the very needing, desiring to understand what the experience was about that creates some sort of disharmony, whether it's with you speaking to yourself about something that you don't really know what you're saying because you're using a language that is not very apt to discover, to uncover the truth of what the experience was. Or another can say you're causing disharmony to another. What the hell does this guy know? Consciousness is boundless. Prove it. Justify it. You cannot prove it. You cannot justify it, you see. That's why no human being, if I say to you, I am a person, and some very, very diverse, open, pure mind says, who told you? What do you mean, who told me? I know. How did you know? What do you mean, how did I know? Well, were you born with a mind and a brain that says, I am a person? Well, no. So someone else told you. Your parents told you. Life told you. The teacher told you. Everything that you have been told is to you is fact. But to your really deep, profound self, it's just an assumption. It's just a name. It's just an identity. It's just a passing thought, you see? So when you say outwardly consciousness has no boundaries, there's no expectation, or there should be no expectation for anyone to say, that's it. Because anything that is boundless cannot find a way out, a way in, a way down, a way up, a way forward, a way back, because it's boundless. So the idea of speaking or projecting or verbalizing something pictorial, soundful, tasteful, to say this is that, is just a passing thought within the boundlessness of that what we are, one is. And then, so you try and say, well, okay, if the human sensory, body, emotional system, functional abilities to talk and whatever is not applying the truth, it has to be silence. So you remain quiet, meaning verbally quiet. And that's also a stuck point. To be permanently silent is a stuck point. It's not, but it can be classed as boundless depending on the vastness of the silence, you see. So our mind then says, well, to really appreciate this statement and truth, everything in the whole universe has to remain silent. No, the vast silence is all, whether it's making sounds or shouting or dancing or being attentive or focusing or assuming or thinking or meditating or angry. Then the mind says, well, that's really not helping me. So why make the statement consciousness is boundless with a follow-up, a sequel, to say you'll not know it. Well, the speaker's not saying you'll not know it. The speaker's saying everything is it. You see? Whatever way we portray our world, through verbal, through meditation, through killing, through loving, through we are acting out. The mind is acting out, not the true consciousness that one is. The mind is acting out a play and a screen to imagine or to share its experiences of itself within this consciousness that it is. So, really, what the speaker is saying, truth is not one thing. It is one whole consciousness, cascading, flowing, whether logically, whether illogically, whether truthfully, whether falsely, whether man, whether woman, whether animal, whether alien, whether planet. We've all decided to give the parts of consciousness names. So therefore we think we are one of these names. And to really understand whole consciousness, we have to work hard, make effort, follow practices, follow religions, follow spirituality, follow needs, follow desires, follow rules, follow guidelines, follow each other, follow, ways, follow methods, follow practices, follow the appropriate meditation to uncover that what we're looking for. And of course, all the saints and all the wonderful great beings have said what we're looking for is where we're looking from, you see. We're looking from the vastness, zoning in on our little body, on our little house, on our little world, on our little job, on our little duty, on our little thoughts. And the thoughts and everything, the more we zone in, the more we break each thought up. So I'm not just looking at the thought of getting a job, I'm looking at the thought of what I'm going to wear to the interview, what I'm going to say, which car I'm going to, which mode of transport is going to get me there quicker, what I'm going to eat before, what time am I going to get up, you see. And this little tiny thought of one of these, when am I going to get up, takes so much space up in the brain, and therefore we experience, instead of one thought, one beautiful thought, I'm going for a job. I'm going for a job. We dissect it, and it seems to be okay, but then the thoughts follow and say, well, what time will I get up? What if I sleep in? What if my alarm clock doesn't work? What if my mobile is not charged? What if the bus doesn't turn on time? What if my suit that I pressed doesn't fit me? I haven't tried it on for ages. What if the dog jumps up and puts hairs all over my... What if it's raining? What if I forget my notes? What if I forget what I'm going to say? And so the vastness is like some sort of tsunami. Not for everyone, but we all go through it. Maybe not in looking for the job, but in worrying about your child's first day at school, you know? All the what ifs. And you really were looking out the window and you see your child going away and it waves, and you're so much in love. You're so happy that the child has got somewhere to go and meet with friends, and you're just in love with this situation. And that you're giving the child freedom, you're giving the child independence, and it's going to be a fantastic day. And at the end of the day, the child comes home with a great big smile and says, Mom, I loved it. Dad, thank you for putting me to school. But this is more human ways and methods and practices that we have created. And we don't even know if it's true, you see. When the child disappears at the end of the street, you don't know where the child is. But of course, you do. Your child is you. We are all each other. Because the vastness of consciousness cannot boundlessly, nothing can escape it, because there's nowhere to go. You see? That's why the mind has to make something good of it. Because when you create time, space and time, the mind feels, okay, now I have a job to do, because how am I going to fill this space and time? With enjoyment, with love, with all the things that they've given me to work with. You see, the mind doesn't create. It just mimics. It just mocks what it sees. It just replicates what it thinks you need as an individual, as a person. And it keeps coming up with so many opportunities and options. And it's wonderful, because if you know that consciousness, that your truth, that you are boundless, infinite, space, emptiness. And in this emptiness, in your purest state, which you can experience for one moment in this body. One moment doesn't mean time, you see. One moment means presence, means awareness, means nowness. And you can hold on to this moment, but the idea of holding on to it is just going to stifle what is here to be revealed. So you sit on the moment and wait for the moment to take you whatever way it's going to take you, you know. And you don't have to use thoughts to divide things up. You just have to go with what they call life's flow. Consciousness's flow. It sounds so easy. You find it very infrequently, but sometimes, in meditation, yogic meditation. But the problem is when you see it, you want to keep it, you see. And Ramana Maharshi itself, said, whatever comes, thoughtful, emotional, sensational, it's not this. But he's not saying deny it. It's to say, no, I don't want it. He's looking at it, and something within it, whatever he is okay with it. But he's also okay for it to go. It's like when the body passes, we've no choices. But something observes the body going, or the observer observes itself pulling back. So, and there's no problem, because it's deemed as another profound transition, another profound pure conscious experience. So Ramana Maharshi is just not, I have to follow this practice, I have to do this, whatever comes, very, very appreciative of it, even the negative. But he just waits, and it passes. And it passes in its own time. He's not saying, no, I said not this, you have to go. No, now, not this. No, there is effort. There's just a vision of something that you are, that you cannot perceive with your eyes, that you cannot see, hear, touch, smell, taste. But you know it. It's the essence of just being truly, profoundly alive in the moment. And this is endless, infinite consciousness, boundless. And they call it bliss, but I don't like the word bliss, because bliss can sound, wow. It is much more free and peaceful than this. It is much more content. It's just another way of saying to life, thank you. Like the child says to the mother when it leaves, thank you for letting me go to school. And then when it comes home, thank you for allowing me that opportunity to meet so many people. There are days when the child is upset. But you know that at the end of the day, the child is free. You're free. We're all free. Just a mind that thinks its way into an unfreeing position. How will I get to the interview in time? What if the bus doesn't turn up? What if the car breaks down? What if I don't get the job? We've already got the biggest job, you see. This added on apps of humanity of I exist, I am. Okay, now someone says, what are you? I am what? Or I am eager. I am keen. I am happy. I'm looking. I am seeking. I am this. I am that. You're seeking what? Oh, I'm seeking a new job. Oh, what kind of job are you seeking? Oh, I'm seeking a job that is creative. Oh, what kind of creative job are you seeking? Well, I'm something to do with with the voice. Yeah. Oh, so you want to be a singer? No, not a singer. So it's like I forgot about just being able to think about the creativity that I already am. Just moving your hands. I mean, I see child, they do this, this heart thing, and I think, wow, look at that. I mean, who can do that? And it means so much to the parents, it means so much to the children, it means so much to the people passing by. And you say, what other creative thing is needed than just a smile? Anyway, I've went on a merry path of infinitely, boundlessly speaking without a subject or an interest or a need or a desire other than just be able to speak. It's fantastic, you can just speak, openly speak. And the judgment is just another thought. The assumption, another thought. The job, another thought. The mode of transport, another thought. The meditation, the religion, another thought. I am that, you see? Consciousness, when you say I'm that within consciousness, you have a problem. When Papaji and all these wonderful saints, they say, what are you, Papaji? I am that. He's speaking the whole infinite, boundless consciousness. I am that. I am